Hello, everybody. My name's Karen Krotozek, and this is an invitation to change your story. Today, I'd like to talk to you about my guides. I mean, they've been with me for, all my lifetimes and many lifetimes, but I discovered them 23 years ago. I did make a video about it. It's called, Oh My God, I Think I've Got Cataracts. And it was a progression. I was visited by the Pleiadians. I didn't know at the time, but it was a sphere. And then I met my teacher, and then as we continued, we traded massage for spiritual lessons. It was very magical. And she didn't want to introduce me herself to my guides, which I really appreciated. But she gave me the tools to be able to do it. And so as I started practicing, my first guide came through. His name is Edward. And he is a very famous biologist and explorer. His name is Edward Wilson. He is, he's been my rock from the beginning. And, I had to adjust it because they were giving me real visuals all the time. And it frightened me a little bit, having the visuals. But I was up from some dramatic happenings, books flying and things like that. I find really cool, and seeing things but not just appearances of not them, but just different light beings. And I didn't like to be caught on, I just didn't like it. So I asked if I could not see those things very much, and that's how we progressed. And so everything is a knowing, everything is knowledge. And if I need to see something, then I do in my third eye. Yeah. And so that's how it is. And so when I'd be practicing all the time on the couch and asking, is there anybody there? And anybody would like to speak to me? And nothing happened. But when I went to bed one night, I heard this voice. And this voice said, "Hello, my name is Edward. I am your guide, one of your guides." And I went, oh, wow. I was just stunned, first of all. And I thought, well, just keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. And I said, who are you? Where are you from originally? Can you tell me a little bit about yourself? And he said, why don't you Google? I'll give you my last name and you can Google me. So I did. So I got a picture of him and all his information, and I hung it up on my wall, and it's been with me ever since. And he's been with me ever since. He is just all-knowing, strong energy. Just this, this rock, this energy that I can ask him anything and he will give it to me, in the sense of healing, boost comfort. He'll boost my confidence. He'll surround me with loving energy, like a warm blanket if I need comforting. And so try not to cry. Energy is strong. He's here. And so I got to know Edward. And the next guide that came through, she came through And she was very light. That's what she felt, light, like a fairy light, you know, what you expect a bird, like wings almost. It felt very fluttery and very light and beautiful, like so sweet, like I was sitting in a garden full of spring flowers. It was that kind of feeling. And I asked her for more information, and she said that she's never been a human in this lifetime, but she's been, you know, other things. She is other things elsewhere, but just never lived as a human on Earth. But she works in the Akashic Records. That's, I suppose, one of her jobs. So that was wonderful, getting to know her. And people who do see spirit have seen her. And she always sits right here when I'm talking, when I need to channel or whether I need information. She comes and she's right above me. Edwards is always at the side. And the third spirit guide that I have, his name is David. And he is literally my knight in shining armor. I was married to him years ago, and he was off on the Crusades, and we had to leave. We had to pack up and leave. The whole village had to leave, and we had to run because the enemy was coming, whatever that enemy was. And he wasn't there. He wasn't there to protect us, to lead us. So we all did it anyway. We all managed to get out and were safe. And he said, I'm here to help you in this lifetime. I'm here to be your knight in shining armor. I wasn't able to help you then, but I am helping you now. And he's another rock solid. He's very intellectual. He's very knowledge-based. And he's more serious. He's more serious than Edward. Edward has a softer, like more motherly kind of understanding because he's lived a life. He had a hard life, you know, a fantastic life as an explorer, but went through, you know, a lot emotionally and physically. So he understands, you know, the energy, what it's like to live here on the earth. Yeah. And it's very important to know that everyone has spirit guides. Every single person comes with guides, comes with masters and teachers and loved ones. Yeah. And you're creating in the Akashic Records all the time. When you're speaking things, it is recorded. When you think, when you feel, is being recorded in the Akashic Records, which is the library of memories. And that's where Mary works. So that's nice. Yeah. I got to know the Akashic Records later on, once I started channeling and everything. And I knew they were Pleiadians. And I was visited by the Pleiadians that day. I knew more about the history, the spiritual history, galactic history. It was very interesting to go deeper into my guides' lives and my blueprint, you know, what my purpose was, what I was here to do. And I have been doing it. You know, I've been teaching, I've been helping people, even in my massage, you know, helping people with energy, messages that have come through with conversations, understanding of their situation. They just thinking I'm talking and I'm, you know, saying nice things or relative things. And I don't think a lot of people understand that it's divine wisdom that's coming through for them, specifically for them. But that's what it is. So although I haven't been on a stage and I've not, you know, been out there like well known, I've been more of a silent healer and teacher in my own way. Why am I here talking about them now? Why is this so important? I'm here to help people when they are feeling, you know, the people say, oh, it's a great awakening, or there's going to be a shift in energy, you're going to be telepathic, you're going to feel things. Well, that's all true. We've all felt things. We've felt body ailments, aches and pains and things. You know, lots of people have got sick, and that's because of the high energy that's coming through. It's changing us. It's making us wake up. And everything that you see in your reality is part of that process. And I want you to know that if you want to get to know your spirit guides, if you want to know what's going on with you, you know, what your part in this new world, basically, the new earth, the new world. What's your part in it? What's your purpose? What your gifts are? And how to retrieve them, how to talk to your guides, how to talk to your soul, your unconscious. So it's a good thing to have a teacher, somebody who's been through it themselves and who has that knowledge. And I do. I've been through that myself, and I was really well cared for as I went around and experimented and had different experience with different things, you know, and what I could do and what I couldn't do, and finding out for myself. I had that support. I also had my teacher to go to. I had my guides to go to as I, you know, became more a clear channel. So I'm offering my services. I do sessions in the Akashic Records, which is the hour. The hour is more for healing. If you want to transform any energies that you're having trouble with in your life. And I do a 30-minute if it's a question. And questions can lead to big things, you know, but if you just want to see how it feels, what it's all about, that's a good start. So I'd love for you to reach out. I'll put the details of my website down below, and the scheduling and classes and everything are down there too. But the number one thing is that I want everybody to know is that you are safe. Whether you see or talk or feel your guides around you, they are around you and they're helping you all the time. They're not changing what you say or don't change your decision, but they're there to comfort you. They have a little bit of power, a little bit of nudging here and there to help you on your way, a little bit of comfort here and there, you know, signs to let you know that they are there. And the masters, teachers, and loved ones too. Your loved ones are always helping you. Okay. It was lovely to speak to you. I hope that has helped you. And I hope that has given you somebody to go to. Even if you just want to ask me a few questions, you can email me and I'll get in touch with you. Okay? Thank you. Bye. Bye.